my door was not, well, it's not working very well. It had fallen, and then, you know. So, let me see if I can get this a little bit closer. I know I'm always setting things up in the beginning of the videos until there is some sort of other setup. That is probably what will occur. So today I'm going to be doing some microneedling, dermaneedling, what have you. I decided to use my phone today so then I can get close. So for my job, I'm an esthetician, and also now, yay, I'm doing makeup at work. I'm so excited. I actually get, well, I did do somebody's makeup for Halloween party, but now officially for work, I'm doing makeup. So I get to do someone for their prom tomorrow, their hair, so I'm so excited. It was like literally my dream is to just do updos and hair and stuff and makeup. So yeah. So I did do like a little live for my job and talked about the microneedling that we're doing. I brought things with me home so I can go ahead and use them. If anybody is not familiar and doesn't know me locally and hasn't seen that video, so basically what I'm going to be doing today is using this, which is a derma pen, and these are cartridges with small needles in them. This one is a 36 needle cartridge, and this is what it looks like. So it's kind of similar to like a tattoo gun, and this one is a nano. I'm going to be using 3 different kinds of serums today. First, this is an AC stem cell ampule. It also has little gold flecks in it. This is going to brighten, and it also kills bacteria in your skin. So if you are breaking out, I just noticed, where was it? Right here, it hurts, the little guy. And I've been having some breakouts like underneath here. I wash, but when the seasons start to change, then my skin's just like, bleh. So I'm going to use that, and this one is a salmon DNA, which also has gold flecks. This is also going to help with like fine lines and wrinkles. And then this is a whitening stem cell. These are actually plant stem cells, except for the salmon DNA. Obviously, that is DNA from a salmon, but the stem cells are plant derived. They are not human stem cells. I don't actually have that in yet, but I will be utilizing that. I just need a sip of my iced tea. I also have my daughter had decided to tie a bow to it. Oh, it fell off. So I already cleansed my skin. I didn't have any makeup on today. I didn't have to do anything crazy. After I do the serums, I'm going to go in with the BB Glow. And this is a semi-permanent makeup. So once this is on and basically injected under a couple layers of your skin, it should help cover a lot of the discoloration I have here. I'm going to use the whitening to do that too. And like here. So I did do this on myself one time when I first got this device, and while I'm talking, I'm going to try and take the lid off of this. These are such a pain because it's kind of like oh my gosh, it worked good, thank you. A lot of times this part doesn't rip off and I have to get like scissors and pull it, and because it's like really pokey aluminum, it'll like cut me. So anyway, the very first time that I got it, I tried it here and under my eyes. At that time, I also did not have any numbing cream, so I had not used that at that time. I will use it today. I'm sure that all of you do not want to see me in pain. This is what I'll use on my clients. So this is a topical anesthetic cream. It's lidocaine, I believe. 5% lidocaine. Let's see what it feels like, because I never used it on myself. All right, so just going to do what I do with a client. So we do the cleanse. The other thing that I realized I had forgotten, because I did have to bring these from work, is I hope the chat's working too. I always have an issue, like I think that it's not working if nobody's commenting. So anyway, but after I do this whole thing on clients, what I will do is, oh, hello. I'm like, is the chat working? There you are. I will do a jelly mask. I realized literally a half hour ago that I forgot it, but good, yay! I forgot the jelly mask, but I think it would be a disaster if I tried doing it on myself anyhow. And I was going to do a sheet mask afterwards, but I might just do that off camera. It's a brightening sheet mask, so I don't know. I might not. I might just let the BB sit on my face. We'll see what happens. So this doesn't feel weird. So yeah, so this, you know, if it's something that you're thinking of getting done, whether it be by me or if you don't, you know, live in my area, you can come see me and have fun. I've seen a lot of videos online, and a lot of them didn't really, like, it kind of talked about the experience and stuff like that. This is something that I would not recommend doing yourself if you are not a trained professional. I have seen videos of people doing things on themselves, and it's a lot of times things like that are just kind of a bad idea. If you do it too much, or if you do it improperly, if you don't, there's a needle depth on here. So even though these are cartridges, which are sterile, but they also, you can control the depth of your needles. So if you go too deep into your skin, you can really cause damage to your skin. You can cause scarring. You can cause a lot more problems than you actually started with. So I definitely would not recommend doing this by yourself. I definitely recommend going to see a professional. All right, so I let that sit for a little bit, and I can feel that it feels like a little numb. Not like strange, not like dentist type of thing. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with the whitening just on areas that I feel like I need it. And that's why I used the phone camera, because I figured I can look in here. I don't really have to do detail work like on my eyes. And then I can look in my mirror here. So this here is sun damage, but also, like, it started with when I was pregnant with my daughter. It's melasma. So if you have any type of skin discoloration like this is not superficial, okay? Like, a lot of people think if you're going to apply a topical, like a whitening cream that you can get from Walmart or on Instagram or something like that, that it's going to work. It might work slightly, but this discoloration is layers and layers and layers of skin deep. So the skin on top of this is clear. This is what you're seeing coming through from the underside layers of the skin. If I start talking funny, my lips are a little numb. So they just started to go numb a bit. So anyway, going through with a device like I have is going to get down into the layers of skin and get the product in there. So I'm just going to work with pretty much, like, this gets pretty bad. So I'm just going to do a couple drops here. That's probably more than enough, and I'll probably be able to go over to here too. It's way different doing it on myself than it is somebody else. So I'm going to go in with the 36 needle. The Nano needle that I have, my lips feel really friggin' weird, man. The Nano needle that I have, that I use that for the BB Glow. All right. Oh, so I'll show you how I put it in. Okay, so we have this. I took the cartridge out of the package. These are, I think I could push that up. So you see all those little needles on there. And they're down in here. And it's spring-loaded. And I just twist. And then I adjust the needle depth This is in millimeters. You probably can't see. It's 0.25. So that is a 1/4 millimeter depth. Press my little button. And if you see, they're pushing up just a teeny bit off the tip. If I adjust this higher, just for demonstration purposes, I'll show you. See how they raised up? So that's, where are we at? We're a little over 1.5 millimeters. So 1 millimeter is very small, but not in terms of skin. Okay, I went back down to a 1/4 millimeter, and I'm going to go right in. It feels pokey and it feels odd. With the numbing cream, actually, it doesn't really feel too bad. When I went to the skincare conference and I got a similar procedure done, it hurt more. Just because she didn't put it, I don't think she put any numbing stuff on me. And I'll usually go when I'm doing this on clients just until I see it getting like kind of red. Because especially if I'm going to keep going in, I'm going to go in with another serum over it. I'm not going to keep going in like irritating the skin. So I'm going to go here and here and here. The last thing you want to do is really, really irritate the skin and hurt people. So I'm going to go in. The forehead feels very strange. My bottom lip isn't numb, but my top lip really is. Alright, so I'm going to go in on here. I'm really excited actually to see how this works on myself. And I probably should have taken a before photo, but I actually have a photo from 2 weeks ago with no makeup on that I was taking for something else that I'm doing for a company that I get like free stuff, which I need to do that. I need to do the review on that product. Alright, let's see. Probably, I know this spot here shows up a lot, so I'm just going to do a tiny bit more. I can't see it in the camera that good. Alright, I just did a little bit on him. And this is the lowest speed on, I'll turn it up. Yeah, I think the second speed. I generally like to use the second speed. It seems like it makes it a little more comfortable for clients. I'm just going to work on that spot just a little more than the rest of it, just because it's darker. And that one shows through my makeup a lot. Now, technically speaking, would this here be considered a spot? Yes, but it's a beauty mark and I don't want to get rid of him. All right, spots I have. These are sunspots. I know that for sure. So I'm just going to go in on here. Those ones make me mad too, because when I'm doing my eyebrows, I'm just like, go away. There's another one on my brow bone on the right eye. It really feels strange on the temple, I'll tell you that. It's not like super strange. It's just like, you know what it's like when it's on the temple? It's like if somebody had a super ball and they're just like throwing it at you and like kind of hitting you in the head a little bit with it. So if you have small children, you know what that's like. So right here, that spot there, that one makes me mad. So let's see if we can make it go away. I was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't think I really have any like after pictures for today. Oh, this doesn't really hurt here, like at all. So the forehead is kind of uncomfortable just because it's more of a bony area. But this is not bad. And I have read that this can be done on the eyelids. I am not comfortable doing that at the moment, so I will not be doing that to anyone. Ah, no. Hold it in. Okay. I'm just going to put it right on the spots Now over here, I have kind of a combination of acne scarring and sun damage. Oh wait, for my cheeks, I gotta turn it up a little more. So for the cheeks, I'm gonna do, for me, I'm gonna go bold on myself because it's myself and I do things. I'm gonna go to 3/4 of a millimeter. 1 millimeter is good for like acne scars. I do have some scarring and pitting, but it's not like super, super bad. So I'm gonna go 1/4 of a millimeter on here. Cheekbone feels kind of strange, but it's not bad. And I will say, when I did do this on myself, it looked, I'm talking way louder than I usually do too, because this is loud. When I first did this on myself, the difference in my pore size after I had done it, I was like, oh my God. Like, I can't believe they're like non-existent. And then seeing it on clients of mine, it's absolutely amazing. So when I do this on clients, it's exactly the same thing, except obviously they're laying down. I'm going to go a little crazier on my cheeks since it doesn't feel as odd or hurt as much as the forehead. All right, and that's pretty much where I'll stop. Go back to this side. So if you could see all this here. And you know the worst part is, like, I did not have acne at all in high school or my 20s. Nothing. I'd get a pimple here or there. And then after I had my daughter, by the time she was a year old, my face was a mess. I have one photo from then with no makeup on that I took in my bathroom. Bad. And then that actually lasted until, gosh, I still had acne really bad when I was pregnant with my son. So she was about 3. So probably for about 4 years. I had really, really bad acne, especially right here on my cheeks. And then over to the sides here where all this like scarring is. And, you know, it's really disheartening to have acne. I mean, I've seen people who had it. And another thing too, like, this is something that really does help with acne. So like I said, with this stem cell one, this kills bacteria. Also the LED light therapy that I do helps as well. This helps retexturize your skin after acne scarring. Like, having acne when you're younger is really, really, you know, it's hard. It's very hard. But then also, you know, even if you never had it in your whole life, and then combined with, you know, being larger than you had previously been ever in your life, and having kids, and then also now your face is messed up. I was very, very unhappy for a very long time. I mean, and then after the acne was gone, I'm going to do right here. This is actually a scar. It may not look like it because it's just a... I'm going to go back down to the 1/4 millimeter for the eye area. I fell on my face skiing when I was 14. And I got a huge, huge brush burn on my upper cheekbone and right under my eye hair. And luckily, that's the only thing that lasted. So, but anyway, yeah, so my, you know, I got rid of my acne. It was a combination of just trying different things. Maybe my hormones kind of went back to normal, but then I was still left with the weight gain for years and years. And it was a big deal for me. And finally, you know, 2 years ago, I really started losing the weight, and, you know, so what, um, 12 years? Well, no, at that time, 2 years ago. I would say like by last year, I hit where I would rather be. So 11 years after my daughter was born. For 11 years, I was unhappy with myself. Still not happy with myself, but that's a whole different situation. A little bit of darkness here just to balance it all out. I'm just going to do a little bit here. So, you know, in talking about, oh, I'm going to go deeper. Talking about, you know, kids and your body and stuff like that. You know, you start to like not like your looks. And this is something that you can get done that works, that, you know, at least what I provide is relatively inexpensive compared to other places, and you get some sort of confidence back. It's one of the best things that I absolutely love about everything that I do, not only in my workplace, but even online. When I have people come to me and just say, you know what, your positivity made my day, you know, thank you for sharing this, and like I really needed to hear that, it's really good, and I'm very, very glad, because that's the only thing that I've ever really wanted, like, in my life, is just for people to be happy. Everybody deserves to be happy, you know? I'm gonna just take a whack of my smoke here and then plot my next move. So I'm gonna do the salmon DNA on my forehead. Even though I have like a little bit of breakouts there, I do have forehead lines, so I'd rather address the line situation rather than like a breaking out type situation. I'm going to use the salmon cell DNA underneath. I can't talk, I can't think because I can't talk because my lips are numb. I'm going to use the salmon DNA under my eyes, and I think I hate this. Like, I've seen a couple other women with it, and I think it's just because my face is thinner. I'm not used to it, because it's really just a muscle. Like, I can't get rid of a muscle. And then I'm going to use the AC stem cell pretty much everywhere else. So, you know, like under here and stuff like that. I might get this going on. What is this? I swear I don't pick on myself in the mirror all the time, I swear. All right, let's get this and get a drink. I am so glad that my bottom lip isn't super numb, because if it was, I would have totally dribbled all over myself. This is actually pretty fun. All right, we're going in with the salmon one now. What I'll do on my clients is exactly what I'm going to do now. So I will start right here in between the brows. A lot of people get like line furrows. Gonna go in. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper on mine in the middle here. No, you know what? I'm gonna play it safe because of the bony area. I'm gonna do the 1/4 millimeter. So we're gonna turn it on. And even though I really don't have any wrinkles here, you definitely still want to treat the skin. So you want to treat all of your skin, all of the areas, or, you know, you want all of your areas of your skin treated, so everything's even. Everything's even. Everything's taken care of. Your pores even out. It's pretty much like when you wash your face, you're going to wash everything, not just certain areas that you think get dirty. All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm just turning it off in between only because I don't want to keep going and have the battery like die. So I generally will do it at work too. So I'm going to work in the middle. I'll just do those dots. So I did those dots like that. I'm looking in the mirror just so I can concentrate. And I generally will go in circles, but once you get to the fine lines, I like to kind of go sideways on them, just to kind of retexturize them. So much different doing it on myself than it is on clients. I think looking in the mirror for me works too, because then you guys could see what's going on here. Because I could feel this like resistance of my forehead, and especially here because it's bony, it's like bouncing back at me. So weird. Okay, and then I'm gonna go up and down. I just want to get as much as I can. So I'll go until it's red, but also I'll go until I don't really see the serum there anymore. And I will say that this redness does not last forever. When I do go in with the jelly mask afterwards, it's going to cut the redness down. And then by a couple hours, the redness should go away. All right, let's see how this feels on a pimple. I haven't done it yet. So let's see. I'm going to just suck that up here. I'm trying to relax my face, but also like focus. Okay, it really doesn't hurt on the pimple at all. And that's a pretty sore one because it's in a bony place. I want to really see what happens to it tomorrow. I also have stuff for lips, but I need to order different tips for my device. So once I get those in, then I'll go in and do the lips and see how that goes. And just keep going on here. And it just feels kind of burny, like a sunburn. It's uncomfortable, but I mean, to be honest, it's needles in your face, so, you know, you can't expect it to be like a freaking walk in the park. But really, I've not seen any of my clients bleed from it. I've heard of people that, you know, can bleed, but I'm bleeding just a little bit, only because that's where that pimple was, so the skin's a lot thinner there. Okay, so we're going to go in on this side here. Okay, I'm trying to do it so you guys can see. Okay, there we go. And basically, as I go, my tip is just going to pick up that serum and just pop it where it needs to go. And I can see a little gold fleck there. Yep, I can see it on the camera. And then, watch. Pew. It just gets like pushed into the skin. If you've ever seen like 24 karat gold things, some of it is so cool. And it actually does work. Like if you've ever seen like those 24 karat gold like leaf facials and stuff like that, you know, there's a reason why gold has so much reverence to it. It's definitely a very, very good... I was going to say mineral. I think it's a mineral. I'm not going to yell down to my daughter because I'll have to use her name. I know it's not an element. Maybe it is an element. No! I was terrible at chemistry. I thought we would always just make like potions and stuff. Literally, I thought it was going to be like Harry Potter potions class. It was not. It was a lot of algebra. And then my chemistry teacher, he used to get so mad at me because he like knew that I wasn't stupid. But I'm like, I'm not gonna say his name, but I told him, I'm like, I don't like algebra, like I can't do it. Okay, so we did the salmon there, and then I'm gonna go back in with the salmon. I'm gonna go under my eyes. So I'm gonna do one eye at a time. I'm gonna try and get as close as I can. So I just did little dots there. I'm still staying at 3/4 of a millimeter for under the eyes. I did this the first time I did it with no numbing cream. And my daughter was sitting there and she's like, why are you doing this to yourself? And I'm like, okay, this is not, the forehead hurts way worse. Is this on really on 1/4? I want to double check. Holy hell, it is on 1/4 millimeter. I'm going to just turn it up just a teeny bit. Okay, that, I can't hardly feel any of it. Like, I don't know if it's numbing cream or what. All right, so we're going to go right under here. Holy hell, when I did this with no numbing cream, oh my God. It was bad. I was crying. It hurt so bad. And if you notice here, do you ever get those little, like, they're called milia. It's basically keratin deposits in your skin that can't come out. They make me crazy. And even right here, this indent, which I've researched, and because I, even going to school and, you know, learning about skin, was never told what they were called. It's called your tear troughs. And I was like, what? All right, I need a little bit more. I could feel it getting a little dry, and you don't want to have the pen dragging on skin at all, especially around the eyes. All right. Yeah, I want to get right here and all right here really good. But yeah, this area here is called your tear trough, and I was like, that's strange. Can you tell that this is one of the one of the areas on my body or on my face that bothers me the most? Because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go crazy on here. Thing is, you can't go too crazy with this because it can make it worse. Not the first time, but if it's done way too often, it'll produce too much collagen. We don't want that. But I want this area here to get a pretty decent amount. All right, I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. That did not hurt one bit. So even though it looks like it hurt, it didn't. So we're gonna go back in here. I'm excited to wake up tomorrow and see what my face looks like, because this is, I didn't even feel that touch my face, so that was cool. This numbing cream definitely works. Like I said, the forehead, just because it's bony, was rough, but this here, not really. Like, I can't even feel this right under my eye. So, I mean, yeah, maybe doing an eyelid wouldn't be too bad. I'm trying to pay attention if anybody's commenting. I mean, I'm happy. I can talk. I'm not, you know, I'm kind of indisposed, but once I get to the face part, I can look at the camera again. I just really want to get this done here. And I don't want to be raising my eyebrows. I'm like, I need to get under my eyes, but I don't want to raise my eyebrows and like wrinkle up my forehead. All right, so that's done there. And that is, yeah, I think that's pretty much where we're going to do the salmon DNA. So now I'm going to go in with the AC stem cell. I'm just going to work down my nose next, just so that area's done. This will also help if you have, a lot of people think they have blackheads on their nose. and it's actually not blackheads. What it is just your pores on your nose are a little different than the rest of your face, and they will hold oil. And what face oil does, when it sits in your skin and touches the air and oxidizes, that's really strange. That's so weird. It like vibrated both my nostrils. Oh my god. Anyway, they're called sebaceous filaments. So sebaceous meaning oil glands, and yeah, so they just get black. Maybe makeup sits in there, maybe dirt, stuff like that. So it's a good idea to just kind of clear them out. And basically what I've explained before to clients and stuff too is what this device does is it's kind of like an aerator, but you're also putting, like, let's say fertilizer. So if you've aerated your lawn before, anything, it's very similar. And then you're just using, or I'm using, these serums, which is basically like fertilizer for your skin. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. I can't feel that at all there. I think I need to go a little bit deeper. It's probably just because of the way that it's, yeah. Yeah, it's just the curve of my nose. I couldn't feel the needles at all. Like, and maybe because of the numbing cream, but I mean, I want to be able to feel them touch my skin. Especially in here, if you ever have gotten like those little blocked pores and stuff, it's like, it's a giant pain in the butt to get them cleared out. And I didn't put any serum over here, but there's serum stuck in the tip, so. But yeah, trying to clear these out. And I know, like, with facials and stuff, people will go in and scrape them. I do not like doing extractions for facials. I actually I hate it. I don't like digging in people's faces. Some people like doing it, and it's cool. I get a lot of blockage, like, right here, too. And under here. So I just gonna work that. Oh, I bled a little. Where? Where did I bleed? Hey, that's okay. I'm not worried about it. I don't know where the blood came from. Oh, I think it came from under here. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. A little blood never hurt me. Alright, so might as well stay with this area. We're gonna go. And I'm gonna I'll do the 1/4 millimeter just to see. Yeah, I could feel that. I need to wax my lip too. Got a woman shadow going on there today. But I was like, well, let's let it go for now. I'm also going to do right around my lips. I haven't done this for clients yet, but this will help with lines around your lips. So and I get blocked here, blocked pores. So when I'm doing this, like, these are like the faces I have to have my clients make, or I'm doing this. For me, it's easier to just make a little weird face. I'm gonna do that upper lip. And it feels like the serum has dried up pretty good. Alright. Need to take a little break here. I think it's finally starting to warm up here. Thank God. If somebody tunes in and doesn't know what I'm doing, it looks like a nightmare. I got blood on my nose and my face is all red. Just so you know, I am a trained professional. And this is all normal. This is all perfectly normal. Generally, we're going to be in a nicer, relaxing setting. You've got like a pillow, but yeah. Oh my god, like that thing on Instagram with, what the heck was her name? With the friggin' eyes. Just like, yeah. Oh, it's so funny. All right, I'm gonna go to 1 millimeter, and I'm gonna do right here. Let's go. Yeah, that numbing cream works like freaking magic. I can hardly feel a thing compared to when I did this with no numbing cream. Woof. Man, that was rough. That was rough, but and this is, and like, yeah, one of my clients had said, she's like, you know, it's not relaxing, but it's also not like super horrible. So to be honest, like, I'll go in and I'll do the forehead for clients first. Just generally because that's how I operate and that's how I work. That's how I start doing like my dermaplaning. But I think that was the worst part. It's just because it's such a bony area that I think that's a good idea to do that. And then I go in under the eyes. So I'll do the eyes after. And under the eyes, like I said, for me, it really wasn't too bad. So I am not mad about it. Ah, ooh. Okay, yep, I'm bleeding there. I felt that one. Holy hell. Thin skin and 1 millimeter. I felt that. That's what happens when I'm not focusing. Now, when I'm doing somebody else's face, am I focusing? Yes. Oof. Man, that was a bitch. You ever, like, have long nails and you, like, pick your nose and then you get in the inside and you just, like, scrape it? That's what that felt like. Ugh. It's just that gross, like, crunchy feeling. And it's like... I'm just working my way up here. I have quite a bit that ended up in the tip of this. Sometimes because the needles are going so fast, it kind of sucks it up. So it'll start like spitting all over. Hi for everybody who's just tuning in. I'm okay, just so you know. And people are probably getting scared. Please don't be scared, guys. I'm okay, I promise. I've been meaning actually to do this on myself. And anytime that I have had time to do it, it's always like a Thursday or a Wednesday. And I'm like, I can't put makeup on my skin because you can't wear makeup for 24 hours. So I'm like, oh no. Okay, I just want to go here. Just because I want to see if it'll build up that little dent that you have going on. What are they called? The marionette lines. Alright, so that's good there. And when I first went in, I'm red here already because I went over it with the Whitening Serum first. That's that one. And then I'm going to go right up to the ear. I get breakouts here every once in a while. Oh, you hear that? That's the serum stuck up in the needles. It happens a lot with the BB Glow because those are thick. They're pretty much the consistency of like foundation. And it always happens almost towards the end when I'm like right by a client's nose. And I'm like, please don't shoot on her nose. Please don't shoot on her shirt. Okay, right here I have like an indentation. I know what this is from. This is from Smiling. I swear to God, when my clients leave my table or when I'm working on their face, it is not this red. Promise you. I promise you, your face is not this red. This is called me being a professional and me being way aggressive on my skin for the sake of science and to see what I'm doing on myself. So just so you know, I have not ever seen one of my clients look at this red. I promise I will take care of you. We're going to go into this side, and I'm going to watch my nose on this side so I don't puncture my skin. That's where I got it. I went up into the bony area, and then I went right to the side. So basically, from my clients, I've just been told maybe the next day their skin felt a little tight. When I did it, it just felt like I had a mild sunburn the next day. But their redness, they didn't really have anything going on. So, yeah, ever since I was a kid, I just always went crazy with skin stuff and whatnot. I remember my mom, now I know I've tried looking for it years ago, this company called New Face. And I know New Face has, the electro thing because of the microcurrent, because I have one of those. But this was, I actually have an acne scar right here, so I'm going to try and I'm going to do a little deeper on that spot. I'm going to go up too. I'm just trying to see if I can make that smaller. It's been there since I've been 18, so I just want to see if I can shrink it. If I could do that to myself, then that tells me that I could do it to other people and it'll work. So anyway, but yeah, there's this like company called New Face, and I think they used to do like home parties and stuff like this. So they had these serums and they give you like samples. So, oh my God, I want to say I was probably like 8 or 9. And I was like, this is awesome. This is like some brand new fancy skincare stuff. Like my mom never bought fancy stuff. And I don't even know what they were. And I brought them around to my friends and stuff like that. And there was a friend of mine who had like what is it called? Like a strawberry mark or something. Literally I just got cramp in my back. This chair kills me, and that's weird there. And I just started like exercising, so. But anyway, we used this stuff on her face. I'll never forget. We were in her side yard. Nowhere to lie, it actually took some of her strawberry mark away. And I am thoroughly convinced that is why my upper lip line is not as defined as my lower lip line, because it looks like it's like faded in spots because we were putting this stuff on our face that we didn't know what it was doing. Alright. I wonder why my upper lip didn't really get red. Like hardly at all. Like it kind of did, but nothing like everywhere else. Maybe I didn't go too crazy there. I'm not going to do it again though, because I know that is not a good idea. Well, finish up here. It's hard for me to see, so I'm just kind of going by feeling for like my jaw area. Okay. I can feel it like spitting stuff out onto my skin. It's not like crazy. Alright, I need a little bit more. Chin. I'm going to see what this does on my chin because I get a lot of congestion in here. I get a lot of like clogged pores. I go around my lips. I went smaller on the top lip. I wonder if I should do it again. I probably should. Okay. It feels weird here a little bit because it's kind of bony. And the chin feels strange. But I want to see how that retexturizes for me. Because using a derma needle, or not derma needle, I'm sorry, a derma roller helps. This is basically a more invasive derma roller if you've ever used one before. I've used it for a while. I always forget about it. But if you are using a derma roller, I highly suggest using it with a serum. I had only used it on dry skin and then did like a mask afterwards, but I will tell you, like, I'm using serums with this and it's going deeper into my skin than a derma roller. And I'm going to get this pimple here. I used our CC serum, which is a brightening serum from my job with it. And let me tell you, the very next day I woke up and I was like, oh my God, my skin looks so freaking bright. Like, this is awesome. Okay, this might be hard for me to do. And I don't want to touch these because when I'm dripping it onto my skin, all right, there we go. My skin is clean. I'm not gonna, and I don't want to get too much serum on my hands. And I'm gonna get these pimples I got though, these bastards. This might be hard for me to do on myself with the tint. I don't know, we'll see. It's just a lot harder than, because I can't see. All right, I'm gonna have to put some on my finger. Okay. Okay, that's better. Way easier on a client when they're laying down. Should do back here too. I get, oh, I accidentally turned it off. Oops. I'll get like breakouts behind my ears kind of here. Not like that. I say breakouts and it's just like a couple clogged pores. I'm breaking out. 2 clogged pores. And it's like I told my daughter, I'm like, you need to start doing something with your skin. You cannot have breaking out and stuff like that. Like, people know what your mother does for a living. Okay, so we're done with the serums. If you had just tuned in and hadn't seen before, I went in with the whitening serum on, you cannot see them now, but the darker areas of my skin. I did the salmon DNA on my forehead and under my eyes. That will brighten, help wrinkles, and also hydrate. And then I went in with the AC stem cell on the rest of my face. All right, quick little break here. I hope everybody's night's good. If you want to chat, you're more than welcome to. That's why I do the lives too, so people can talk and chat. I know some people are busy too. If you got kids and stuff like that, you can't really chat it up. Hey, how are you? Thank you for joining. I hope you're not terrified by my face. I was like, if people are just coming in, they're going to be scared. Hi, Amy. I'm okay. I'm good. Having fun putting needles in my face. Something a little different. But I thought it was really good to show my clients and stuff. Oh, thanks. Except for me beating myself up. But I think a lot of people, I know a lot of people had a lot of questions and stuff about what this actually does and how it works. So yeah, I'm just gonna really quick. I don't think I have, okay. I think this is from yesterday. I don't want to do the BB Glow on, okay, that dried. Oh, it dried. That is like, okay, whatever. I need some of my smoke. I have not used this color on anyone yet. This is the lightest color, and I've been using it under people's eyes as like a concealer. This one is a light rose. So you see these two. I don't know if this is going to be too light, but I was thinking along the lines of, because with this, you know, in, let's say like a more, I can't even think of the word, extensive, and a more extensive BB Glow, like I could do blush, like contour, stuff like that. For now, I'm just doing, you know, straight, but this would be more of like a highlight. So I'm wondering, I might just do a teeny bit in here, like just on this area here, of that rose, and then go in with like the medium over it. I'm going to see how that works out. I just need a short break, guys, so thank you for just watching me sit here and like relax. I'm like, whew. All right. Now, the next step with the BB Glow, I use the Nano Needles, which are very small. I don't know if it'll shoot up. No, it was able to, oh wait, that's what I did. If you look, they don't shoot up at all. Like, they don't stick up like the other ones did. And these, I only go the depth of a 1/4 millimeter over the entire face, because you do not want to put pigment deeper than that. So let's go and I do the under eyes first. One thing I hate is sometimes it'll get air in here and then it'll like spit out all over the place. It drives me up a wall. Whoa, and there it goes. See? Look at that. Oh, it makes me crazy because like I don't want to be wasting product either. But like air gets in there. It's unreal. I don't know what to do about that. That is way too much. So maybe I'll just do some sort of like, at least it's on my own face. If this was a client, I would absolutely like not put it on the back of my hand, but alright, I'm gonna do just a smidge. It's way too much. Ugh. So it's pretty much, if you see it, it looks like makeup, right? Like it just looks like concealer. It's like I'm putting concealer on. This is where I need the brightening. And you know what I'll do? Just for the hell of it, because I'm experimenting on myself, I'm going to do where you would do a highlight. So let's try that. I would highlight here. I don't want it, oh, I want it in my lip. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put it where you would normally put highlight, huh? And then maybe here. And up this way. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. Okay. It has the consistency of like a medium coverage foundation too. All right, so I'm going to go in with this. Hold on, that's sticking up too much. Sometimes when you put it in, it doesn't retract. There we go. All right. Yeah, that I can't feel like at all. And I guess that's a good thing. This numbing cream lasts longer than I thought it would. Like I was like, oh, is it gonna wear off like during my service? I was worried like, is it wearing off on my clients? but no, not at all. Like, I can't feel this going into my skin, like, at all. Like, I could feel something touching, but nothing. I'm going on my nose. Yeah, even here doesn't feel like it did before. And this, the consistency of this feels way different than the serums. And when I do the treatments, I always do the serums first. The serum has to be in your skin first. It has to act as a booster. So if you are local and you get this service, in order to do the BB Glow semi-permanent makeup, you have to do the serums first. They need to be in your skin as a carrier for the color. Like I said, otherwise it will not work. Just give me a minute. I'm just checking something. Yeah, this needle just doesn't feel like it's doing anything at all. That is crazy. I can touch it on my, like, thumb. Let me turn it up a little higher. I went like this and I can't feel anything. That's so cool. It literally feels like nothing. That's awesome. So basically the numbing cream is only going to be because of the serums. So once you get to this step, it's not going to be a problem. All right, let's start here. Okay. All right. And this, I'll just pretty much go through, just make sure that I've covered an area. I'm not looking for redness because we already have redness there. So wherever I see that the color has spread, I know that I've already gone there. And I'm going to go over where I did the lighter color because I don't want it to not blend. I'm just going to basically kind of sort of mix them. We did that lighter color to highlight, and then it's just going to go ahead and put that under there. And let me just let's go over here. All right. This one likes, the color likes to get sucked up into here. You could see it. You see how it gets in there? And then it's not like thin enough to come down. So then it just like, oops, that was a little too much. So I'll just kind of scoop a little bit of it and use it where I need to. So yeah, it'll get stuck up in there and then it starts to like spit it out all over the place. Oh, it's spitting it out now. See? I know. That's okay. I'll go here. I want to kind of just, I haven't gone this close to client's eyes, but I kind of just want to try it on myself. And here I will do this close on clients, so. And that, I feel absolutely nothing. There's no pain, no irritation, nothing. All I feel is like the plastic. I'm going to take some of that there. Just the plastic of the tip, pretty much. And here, I'm going to go right in here. Now, some people I can't get in this spot. So, I mean, it all depends on what your face is shaped like. Some people, I cannot reach in here with this. I will try my best. I just also don't want to make you uncomfortable. We're going to go under here. Now with this, instead of like the serum dries up. This does dry up, but it just kind of gets like tacky. So I know that it's time to move on to the next area, because once it starts pulling on the skin, you really don't want it to pull. I got something on my sweats and it better not stain. My favorite sweatsuit. Okay. I just like to do a little bits at a time. And I hadn't done this spot yet, so we're going to go right here and do this spot. And then I'll get up to the hairline because obviously you want it to blend. Okay, I need to do a little bit more here. And if I hadn't mentioned, which I think I did mention, I'm using the medium shade. I wanted to go a little bit darker, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do the medium first and then see how it goes. If I find that it's too light for me, then the next time I'll go darker. But on both of the clients that I did do already, I've used medium on both, and one actually she has pretty pale skin, but she also has redness. So I figured that it would cover the redness a little bit better. And it worked out really nice. So oh, I felt it on my left eye. It just felt like a little, I don't even know what. Not scrapey. These ones like don't hurt at all. Okay. I also will turn it off too, because if it sucks up some of the pigment, I don't want the needles going and then it not being on skin and then like shooting all over the place. Okay, so since I had done the nose, and the same thing here, like on clients, it's really hard for me to get in here, so I try my best and around the nose and stuff. So, but I've not noticed, even on the clients that I couldn't really get in that area, that there's not a stark difference in like color in the skin, because this pretty much, it's not like a foundation. So it's not like when you miss this area when you're doing foundation, it doesn't, it just basically gives you a glow from within your skin. So it's totally different. All right. I'll make sure I get this area covered. And this part goes a lot quicker just because it's just color. I'm just kind of going over it, and I don't really have to make sure that it's like worked in. I know when it's done. I'm going to start over here. Let's put that guy down there. I've seen it done where people were like, beep, 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 and they put so many drops, and I'm like, look at all this product that gets sucked in here the way it is. Like, I don't think it's necessary to have that much. And I know it's not necessary to have that much. I mean, I don't know if people were just doing it for YouTube videos or what. But I mean, I've done clients and I've done the same thing that I'm doing to myself. And here comes the spitting. But yeah, it seems unnecessary to me to use that much. And I'm totally against overuse of product. I mean, and it could be just, not having much money and you have to watch what you use. You can't overuse things and stuff like that. And you know what? Like, not wasting. I mean, and the same thing goes for business. Like, why are you going to go and waste product when stuff that you need is not cheap? If you're wasting too much product, then you're losing money. And if you're losing money and you think, oh, you know, well, my product is costing me X amount of dollars, then what do you end up doing? You end up raising prices on your clients unnecessarily because you're using too much product that you don't need to be using, and now you're raising your prices on your clients because you're being wasteful. Hey! Oh, it's making a... It always happens, I told you. It happens at this spot, this area, right around the nose area. It starts doing this spitting. And there it goes. Shooting. Spitting. Which, in a way, I'm glad that it does happen, at least at all. Because then the product that I thought was being wasted actually comes out, and I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, I can use it. It might not work as good now because usually the client's laying down and the gravity will take it down. So maybe I should do that. Because obviously I'm not getting paid for this. So, yeah, I feel it coming out. Okay. Yay! Yeah, so this second part, definitely. I mean, in general, the whole process of doing this on a client takes about 2 hours. Just because it's, you know, definitely an hour for the serums. Because we did, you know, hit just about an hour. Then we're looking at maybe about a half hour for this or so. And then I'll go in with the jelly mask after, which those are so cool. I wish I could do one on myself. But you put it over your eyes and it's basically like slime. So it's very, it could get very drippy. Not easy to put on yourself. And that has to sit for 10 minutes or so. And then I'll do the LED mask, which, oh my gosh, if you've not ever had an LED mask done, and to be honest, like, this drippy, because it's like, if you put just slime on your face, it's gonna like ooze down. So that's what, but a lot of clients do say it's kind of trippy having it on. But I would say the BB Glow, would I recommend it for men? Probably not, but I mean, on the same hand, it definitely would be, you know, if you wanted to even out your skin tone or anything like that, sure. I don't think it would work very well in this particular area that I'm working in, facial, hair, and stuff like that. But the microneedling with serums, would I recommend it to men? Absolutely. I would recommend it to, honestly, like anyone with skin, really, unless you're, you know, a little kid. But, you know, if you suffer from acne and you're a teenager, I would definitely do it. I would recommend it 100%. I just want to make sure this is good. Yeah, see, it's like starting to separate on my skin there. Okay, I don't want you to spit on me, stop. Alright, let's try this. I want to blend it down a little bit, if I can. Like I said before, just the angles, and I also don't want to squirt it on my Grogu. It's like the worst angle ever. Okay. Because you don't want the color to just stop right at your jawline, just the same as your foundation. So. Yeah. Yep, they definitely do. Now, what I'm using is not a dermatologist grade one. Yep, both men and women. Yeah, I mean, their face is their money, you know. So yeah, definitely, they will definitely get this done, and it's something that is not. It's resurfacing, so it's not the same as like Botox. Botox is just going to basically stop your muscles from moving, from making new wrinkles. And here we go with that. This is going to resurface the area, like the surface of your skin. All right, I know. It's making the spitting noise. It's so gross, that sound. Alright, I think I'm done. Okay, so like I said, I'm not gonna do, I can't do the jelly mask, but after I've done this on my clients, I would generally just go in, do the jelly mask, and if you could see, there's, you know, it looks like I just put messy foundation on, but when I do the jelly mask, it'll take that top layer off, and then when I put the LED on, it helps kind of like set everything in. Yeah, that's what we have. I'm not sure. Thanks. Hey, and I got pants that match. Boop. Like my favorite outfit ever. So yeah. So I don't think on my video I would be able to add like a picture afterwards, but at least it was just an explanation of, you know, what I do, and a lot of people can see it. So I'll take a photo tomorrow for sure. I can't wear makeup tomorrow, so it'll just be a no makeup picture, and I'll post it on all of my social media pages. But other than that, I think I'm good. I hope everybody has a good night. If you watched tonight, thank you, and thank you for coming in. Thank you for commenting, and also if you watched the replay, thank you. And if you are local and decide to come and see me and get this done, oh yeah, definitely check it out. I really liked it. I haven't seen the Book of Boba Fett yet, but I definitely want to. So it's okay. You're always eating dinner late. Just say I haven't finished dinner. It's all right, dude. I appreciate you stopping by, you know. So anybody who stops by, comments, come here. Oh my God, got her. Say hello. This is spooky. She does not like being picked up, but every time she comes in here, I guess she's hungry. Every time she comes in here, I try to grab her to show everybody. Say hi. Good, I'm glad. So I'm going to go. I have to go feed her. But I hope you all have a good night. And, you know, I definitely appreciate everybody stopping by. So also, if there's anything else you want to see or whatever, if you like seeing, you know, different things like this, I can't do a lot of the things that I do at work on myself here just because I have to like lay down and stuff like that, like, and I can't do dermaplaning on myself. But yeah, I'm gonna go before I keep rambling. I hope you all have a great night, and I'll talk to you all soon.